Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Maricita Colors in English. Hola, bienvenidos a mi canal. Soy Maricita Colors en inglés. Today I will make this beautiful headband in crochet with a cable stitch in the center. For make this headband, I use the double crochet in relief, and the size is for girls until 12 years old approximately. But you can make this for all the age. So, welcome to my channel. I am Maricita Colors. We begin. Empezamos. I will use this teeny yarn and the hook number 4 millimeters, scissors. In my headband, I use the hook number 6 millimeters because I use double yarn. The ruler says teeny yarn, teeny hook, thick yarn, thick hook. So I will use my teeny hook, the number 4, for make our pattern. I will make now 13 chains. This is my technique that I use for make the chains. I make 2 times the yarn over the hook, the first into the second, and I don't let the yarn, again the yarn over the hook, and I make now the first chain. This is the first chain, and I must make 13 chains plus 2 chains for make 14 double crochet. My headband has 14 double crochet, and you will see the difference of the size with this teeny yarn and this teeny hook. So now I will insert the hook in the third chain. In this third chain, I will make 1 double crochet. The double crochet yarn over the hook we insert in the stitch. We bring the yarn into this stitch, in this chain. After this, yarn over the hook, we pass for 2, yarn over the hook, and we pass for 2. This is the double crochet vareta or punto alto en español. So in every stitch I must make 1 double crochet, and I must have 14 double crochet. I made 13 plus 2 chains for half the 14 double crochet. If you want 20 double crochet, you must make 19 plus 2 chains. Here almost I finish my row. Now I will make the double crochet number 14, 14 en español, vareta número 14. Here I push a little the yarn of the beginning, and ready, we have the 14 double crochet. Now I will make 2 chains for start the second row. Segunda hilera, and we turn the crochet work. Always we make these 2 chains like the first double crochet in every row. We are in the front of the work because the yarn of the beginning is in the right part. This is my front of my thread. Now I will make the double crochet in relief. I use this double crochet in relief because they make more notorious our cable stitch in the center. For this I use this stitch. I will use the same stitches that I made in my headband, I will make here in my pattern. So in the next stitch I will make from the front the double crochet in relief from the front, yarn over the hook, and we pass the hook from the front of our thread where is the double crochet, the second, and again the hook to the front, and you must to catch the double crochet. We pass the yarn for the double crochet, and here we make from 2 into the double crochet. Yarn over the hook, we pass from 2 into. And this is the double crochet for the front. Now I will make for the back. The hook from the back to the front, look, from the back to the front, and again to the back, but you must to catch this double crochet. You must pass the yarn for this double crochet, and from 2 in 2 we finish this double crochet. And we made the double crochet in relief for the back. This is the stitches that we must repeat in our thread. These stitches are very similar to the stitches of knitting, the rib stitch. They are super similar. So I must make these stitches, one from the front and one from the back. Now here I have the stitch from the back. Always you must to make yarn in the hook, and we make now the double crochet from the front. Always the yarn over the hook, and we make from the back to the front and again to the back, and you must catch the double crochet. Only we use the double crochet, only the difference is that we catch different the stitches. Here in my pattern I make 5 stitches in the right, 5 in the left, and 4 in the center for the cable stitch. Here in these 4 stitches I must make the double crochet in relief for the front, and these stitches will be the cable stitch, trenza en español. Always before to start the stitch yarn over the hook, we insert in the double crochet of the previous row and we make the relief for the front. Here is the 4 double crochet for the front. And now I must make the same of the another side, only in the opposite. After the 4 double crochet in front, I must make the double crochet in the back. After this, from front, I alternate the front and the double crochet in the back until the end. This is in front. And for finish, in this last stitch, I will cut from the front to the back and I bring the yarn over the hook, we pass for 2 and we pass for 2, and we finish our design of my cable stitch or headband. Now in the reverse, I must make before the 2 chains, we turn the crochet work. All that we made in the front is the opposite here in the reverse. The double crochet in the front, in the reverse is the double crochet in the back. So here in the reverse I must make the stitches like I find. Here I find the double crochet in the back. And after this must come the double crochet in the front. This stitch little to little you can recognize. I made before a pattern of this stitch and you can see here in my channel Maricita Colors in English. So are 5 stitches in the right, 5 stitches in the left, and 4 stitches for the cable stitch in the center. But you can make your design like you prefer. You can make more stitches for that your headband is more wide. Here I made the 5 stitches of the right, and now I must make the 4 stitches of my cable stitch. Here in the reverse they are the double crochet from the back. So I must make the 4 double crochet from the back to the front and again to the back. You can repeat the video for that you can see how are these stitches. This is all the work that we must make. And here I find the 5 stitches of the left side and I only must make the stitches that I find. The front with the front and the back with the double crochet in the back. I will show you how you must make the last stitch. Yarn over the hook and from the front to the back, and I make the double crochet. And again, for start the new row, the 2 chains. All this work is repeat. You must repeat only these stitches. The difference is only when we make the cross for our cable stitch. Here I find the double crochet from the front, and I made the double crochet from the front, and this is from the back. All this work you must repeat only. Here I find the double crochet from the back. The double crochet from the back is always previous to the 4 stitches in the center. Here I made 5 rows before the cross. The headband for girls is between 40-44 centimeters. For babies are until 40 centimeters. And for us, the bigs, the adults are from 46 until 50, 54, 56. Depends the size that you want. But remember that all the threads always are a little stretch. You don't must make so big. So I will make some rows and I will come for make the first cross. The cross always is in the front of our work. So here I only must make the 5 stitches of the right like I find. And after this, in the center, I will begin with the first cross of our cable stitch or braid stitch, trenza en español. Look, the double crochet from the back is always the previous to our cable stitch, for that is more notorious. Now I will make the cross over cable stitch. Is the first cross. Here I have 4 stitches and I will go in the 3rd double crochet for the front. Look, in the 3rd, and I will make the double crochet for the front in the 3rd double crochet. And after this, in the 4th double crochet, all is in the front. And now I must back. I must go to the first double crochet. In this first I must back, and here I will make only the double crochet in the front, like always. And this is the cross of our braid or cable stitch. And now I must recognize the 2nd double crochet for the front and make only the double crochet. And ready. This is the first cross of my cable stitch. Here I show you the same in slowly come. When I finish the cross, I only must make the stitches of the left side like we find. The double crochet in front and the double crochet in the back. The last stitch I always make for the front to the back, bring the yarn, we pass for 2, and yarn over the hook and we pass for 2. And this is the first cross of our cable stitch. Always you must make for the front of the work this cross, and you can make every 4, every 6 rows. This is for that your work is uniform. And now for begin our next row, only we make the 2 chains. Dos cadenetas always are the 2 chains in the beginning. And here only we make all the stitches that we find until that you want to make the another cross. I invite you to subscribe here in my channel Maricita Colors in English. It's total free, and you can find me in Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and Twitter. Here I will show you for the reverse how I made the stitches of the cable stitch. Here I must to recognize where are the 4 stitches of the cable stitch, 2 in front and 2 in the back. And every stitch I must make again with the double crochet for the back. This is the first. I must to recognize where is the second, and always from the back to the front and again to the back. This is the second. After this I find the 2 anothers in the front. These are the stitches of the cable stitch, and only you must make the double crochet in relief from the back. And here I find another stitches, and only I must make like we find the double crochet in front, the double crochet in the back. Always the last stitch that you make, always you must make the same from the front to the back, for that your border is uniform. Again the 2 chains, and we turn the crochet work, and we have ready our first cable stitch. So only the cross you must make for the front of your work. You can make every 4, every 6 rows, not so far away. And here I will show you in my headband. Here I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cross, and at the end I only made the stitches without cross. Here I have approximately 10 centimeters approximately, so in the another part I must make 10 centimeters too. First I want to show you this little stitch or little pattern has the same stitches, only that is with teeny yarn and teeny hook. My headband has almost 11 centimeters of wide, and this little pattern has 8 centimeters. So you must see that every hook and every yarn make different size of our works. This pattern has the same stitches that my headband and is little. So you must make always a little pattern with your yarn and with your hook, and you must to see which wide you want. By example, if I want to make with my little pattern of the size of my headband, maybe I can make 7 or 9 stitches in the left and 7 or 9 stitches in the right, for that is more wide. And always the cable braid are from 4 stitches in the center. Now I show you in my headband I use the hook number 6 millimeters because I use double yarn. So I am in the reverse and I make the same stitches that I made in my little pattern Lila is the same stitches. I will show you after this how to sew our headband. Now I will close my headband. The last stitch I always make from the front and make the double crochet from the front. And here I will close my headband because I have the same size of the another side. I made my cross of my cable stitch every 4 rows. Here I pass the yarn and I will let some centimeters because I must make the single crochet for close over headband. I cut and let some centimeters and I finish to pass all the yarn from the loop for the last loop and always push the last stitch. The cable stitch I only made in the center, but if you prefer you can make from the beginning. Here I make 5 cross of my braid or cable stitch. This size is approximately 14 plus 7, 21 centimeters by 2 is 42 centimeters. This headband is for girls until 12 years old approximately. Now I will join our headband. This is the front and I will join front with front. And here this is the yarn, the long yarn, and I will use a teeny hook, the number 4 for join, and front in front I must pass the hook, front in front the edge, and I will pass the yarn, and here one chain, and front in front, stitch by stitch, I will make a single crochet. Punto medio, punto bajo, medio punto en español. If you want to, you can use the big needle, aguja en español, but this is another option that you have. Here in my channel you can see another headband that I use with this stitch in relief. The name is Milagros. I will put the photo or the pic at the end of this video. You must make front in front. You must to be careful because sometimes the threads move a little. So always you must to compare the two edges for that are in the same front in front. Here I am in the edge and I cut the stitch front in front of the edge and I make the last single crochet, el último punto medio. I pass again the yarn and close the headband and ready. Now I am in the front and look, this is the part that is in the back of the head. And now only you can sew the yarn and you can see in my pattern how to sew yarns Maricita. This is my new headband or ear warmers with a beautiful cable stitch. You can make the design of the stitches before and after like you prefer. And okay, I hope that you like and we see us in my next tutorial. Muchas gracias y chao chao.